beautiful day in the neighborhood, beautiful day in the neighborhood. Could you be mine? Or would you be mine? Let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, let's live it this way. Blah, 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 blah. Could you be mine? Would you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Well, hello there, neighbor. Welcome to the Gopher Hood. Who could that be?
Hello, Mr. Warrens. It is time for the film and feature.
Well, let's go, King Same Day.
All right.
Hi, welcome to the Gophr FriendsGiving podcast. We're here to talk about what Gophr is and where we're at now and where we came from. So first we have David, who is our COO. We've got Warren, who is our CEO. We have Crystal, who is our Field Operations Director. And we have Christina, who is our Product Manager. I'm Drea. I am the Director of Communications with Gophr, and we're here to talk about Gophr. So why don't you talk about kind of where Gophr started?
All right. Short story. Father and myself were building a house a few years back. Kept running out of materials because we're terrible planners. And about his 20th trip to Stein's in town, he said, man, there ought to be somebody that could do this for us. So that kind of sparked the idea, and me and Dave here bounced it off the walls a little bit and just kind of shelved it. And a few years pass, and I'm at McNeese taking an entrepreneurship course. And one of the requirements for the class was to create a business plan that generated 10,000 jobs within 10 years. And that kind of got me thinking about Gophr again, and really put pen to paper and did the competition that was involved with the class. It was called the Holtz Prize. And I ended up taking second place. Did some remapping and rethinking of the project and repitched it to the Seed Center competition. We won the entire thing. And the evolution of that initially was to create 10,000 jobs within 10 years. But we kind of dove further into it, and we saw that over time, brick and mortar stores were becoming irrelevant and falling by the wayside. Take Blockbuster, for example. You and I will never bring our kids there on a Friday evening to rent a movie, grab some popcorn, and go home and enjoy the flick. And it's only a matter of time until, brick and mortar retailers follow the same suit. So we kind of created a hybrid solution to give these brick and mortars a chance to recapture some of that lost e-commerce that they're losing out to the large e-commerce giants of the world, but at the same time keeping their footprint in their community so that they still have a face and they're not just e-commerce. So hopefully by this hybrid solution, it generates enough revenue to be able to be in business for years to come, so our kids can bring their kids there in the future. And that was kind of the inception phase, which really brought us into being in this office and really trying to create and solve local solutions.
That sounds really great. Well, what does Gophr do?
Well, Gophr is a same-day delivery service on the outside. So we have the ability with our driver core to facilitate the transportation of one parcel where generated at the point of sale to the end consumer. But it's much more than that. It's actually an online market platform, much like you would see such as Amazon or Walmart, where you can actually go and price compare certain items you're looking for, and it only sources through geofence technology local merchants in your area, 50-mile radius to be exact. So when you're shopping local, those dollars you're spending are staying local, and you're giving those mom and pops that chance to capture that e-commerce business that you would otherwise shop elsewhere for.
So it's like a local digital mall.
Correct, yeah. Essentially, yeah, all stores in one. You can search by item, or you can search by that direct store you're looking for, and you can actually purchase from multiple stores in the same order. As you build out your cart, it'll tally up the total, and it'll charge one charge, but we'll source all the store's inventories for you.
Awesome. David, what's one way that you would use this product?
I would use it as my shopping wizard. So if I need to find something and I'm not sure that Lake Charles has it, I would type in a keyword and find the product, and not only the product, but the cheapest product, and that was offered locally, and get it shipped to me quickly, right, same day, and I could even use it as expedited, so pay a little bit extra, and it's guaranteed to get to me in a certain amount of time. It's really helped me out if I'm in a bind working on a project at home or at work and find out I forgot something, and can get it shipped to me at work.
Yeah, can you share maybe one of the stores that somebody could use this service from?
So yeah, there's many of them. One that comes to mind is Lake Charles Tackle, and they have their gun cave. So ammunition is something that us in the South run out of or forget to bring sometimes. So I'll get some of that Gopher to me quickly to get me back in the game so I can finish up a hunt or a fun shootout with some friends.
Awesome. Crystal, what do you think is going to be kind of the most beneficial for the community portion of this?
I know that pretty much every family in Lake Charles and the surrounding areas are much like me and my family. You have dad that works, mom that works, kids running around, and, to be able to have someone do the shopping for you and then to be able to get it that same day instead of having to wait 2 or 3 days. Because if people are like me, I need this tomorrow and I've totally forgotten about it. I have no time. I'm at work, and we can't just knock off work early. So to be able to have what I need delivered even to my office or out to Moss Bluff to my home, that's really everything. It gives me back time at work. It gives me back time with my family. And I know that, pretty much everybody in this community is in that same boat that I'm in.
So you were talking a little bit about the drivers. Is there anything that you think really stands out about the drivers?
Yeah, so with other gig economy driving businesses that are out there, the biggest cost they have is driver churn, right? They're going through drivers because none of the drivers, they're using it as a side job or a way to subsidize some of their income, but none of them are really taking it as a full-time position because the pay is just not there. But our drivers are paid completely different than any other service and a much higher wage. In fact, I think we're about 1.6 times higher than the closest competitor. So what that means is all of our drivers are W-2 employees rather than 1099 contractors, so we can really bring them into the company and not just treat them as the stepchild, if you will. But they'll receive, an hourly salary, hourly wage, plus every mile they drive, they get paid per mile. But the best part is you're not capped. So you're going to get paid that mileage for that one package, that one order in your car. But if you have 10 orders in your car, you're going to get paid 10 times the mileage you drove because you're getting paid for every order you facilitate, not every mile you drive. So between the wage and the mileage reimbursement, it's very competitive. And Chris is going to talk a little bit more on that. That's kind of her forte of how the drivers and their sustainable wages are.
I mean, really, when you structure a company, you want to think that everyone in that company should be able to use the service that you provide, correct? So you want the people who work for you to be able to make not only a livable wage, but a sustainable wage. You want there to be, okay, I've got my electric paid, I've got my water paid, I've got my house note paid, but now I have extra for perks like using Gophr. It just puts us, to me, on a whole different playing field than the other delivery services in the area, even the other gig economy services in the area. Really looking at what a livable wage is, looking at the mileage not as what can we get away with paying somebody, but how can we make that increased where they can really, just be excited about what they're making.
Can you guys tell me a little bit more about the service that is currently being offered?
Yeah, so right now we've launched with gopherdirect. It wasn't in our plans originally, but our merchants that we've been getting contracts from decided they needed something now. So we were happy to come through for them. And gopherdirect works basically minus the marketplace app. So merchants that are selling things currently and shipping or dropping off themselves, they're able to Gophr it to them. And with the use of a dashboard, and they'll fill out the address and things like that. And the process is very simple and has been liked by our merchants that have been using it so far.
And currently, if you are shopping somewhere and you don't have the time, you can call over the phone and they will let you know if they're already set up with Gophr Direct, and they'll give you an instant quote on that price to get it to you same day, or an expedited price if you need it within 4 hours. The merchants are, they're more than willing to do that for us, and they're already, I think we have over 50 of them already set up on that platform. So yeah, if you have a question about if we offer same day delivery, just call your store that you're used to shopping at and they'll let you know.
A lot of the merchants that we went and trained that were really excited about this were the guys who are carrying furniture and things like that, because a lot of times you want to go pick out a new couch or a new bed, and if you only have a car, you're in trouble. So, having to wait on either the store to be able to get that delivery to you, or waiting on one of your friends with a truck to come do that for you, now these customers don't have to do that. They can get that on Gophr Direct the same day. So
That's a great example. Furniture and things like that is a huge deal. And another thing is the Gophr Direct, will exist even after the marketplace comes out, for just those situations where, you show up to Ship to Shore, one of our local merchants, and you decide that you want to buy a kayak right then and there, and you are in your Prius or your fuel efficient commuting vehicle, and you can get Gophr to you. So it gets dropped off same day, and you're excited. And
no more hands over the hood.
Yeah, no more yeah, straps through the windows,
Kids hanging out the window.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, what is the difference between Gophr Direct and Gophr Marketplace?
So the marketplace is the actual app that the consumer will use and shop on, just like many other marketplace apps. It's a conglomerate. It puts every store's inventory at your fingertips and you search through it, or you search by store, whereas Direct, either the store has already facilitated the sale and they need us to deliver it, or a customer's calling and asking, hey, can you go for this to me now? I didn't have time to get on the app, or we're still waiting for the app to launch. Will be sometime early 2020 is that launch date where you can actually navigate the marketplace. But until then, and even after then, if it's something they don't have time to go look for the app, or they know it's there already and they just want to purchase it, they can do it through the Direct. Now, the pricing for the item you're purchasing is the same, where if it was $100 in the store, that's what you're paying on the marketplace. We're not marking that up to where the consumer's paying more. The only additional fee that the consumer would pay would actually be the delivery fee. And it'll be line item by line item. There's no smoke and mirrors, there's no hidden fees.
No service fees.
Yeah, it's the price of the item, and then you're paying by the mile. So with Gophr Direct, it's the same price you would pay through the marketplace, right? So we're not taking advantage of an item someone already purchased and sold, right? They sold that item, they've already done the sale on their own. We're just going to facilitate the delivery.
Is there anything that you could say stands out about the company's culture?
Oh, I think the culture is absolutely outstanding. We do have a FriendsGiving event this Wednesday. We're taking blankets and canned goods and non-perishable items and stuff like that to give back to the community, and as well as serving free food and hopefully having some good conversations and meeting some of the people around the community. But I think our heart is really just to help people and to love on people.
And that's Wednesday, the 27th of November, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Day before Thanksgiving.
Some Disney karaoke at that event?
Oh, we will be indeed.
That's what I'm talking about.
That will be the highlight.
Do you guys have any comments about the company culture that you've experienced so far?
I think about work in my sleep. I think about work. Always this, and that does, I guess that's just my work ethic maybe, but, I'm excited to come to work. We have things that mean something here, and it's not just, okay, come to work and sit in this cubicle and perform these tasks. We're able to just, sky's the limit. If you can think about it, then let's put it on a roadmap and let's get these awesome engineers to build it. And, so you never come to work and have someone say, no, that's a dumb idea. You come to work and it's like, well, yeah, let's figure it out. So yeah, it's just exciting to come to work every day and number one, work with some of the most goofy, ridiculous, big-hearted people ever. So yeah, I
Awesome.
definitely love being here.
And Christina, you actually work remotely, correct?
I do work remotely.
Can you feel the culture all the way over there?
I can feel the culture. To kind of back up what you said, even though, I think about work all the time. I love Mondays because it means I get to come here. I get to come to Lake Charles and work out of the office and talk with people and get to hear the Disney karaoke and see all the different characters, and it really fuels my week. So it's really exciting. So I guess to use myself as an example, came in as a product manager. I've never done product management before, even though I've worked with them in Gophr said, hey, we want to feel this passion. You obviously want to do this. So we're going to provide you with the resources and the environment, and it's nothing but positivity and just like continuing my education and continuing to fuel what, of course, you're fueling my education so I can bring it to the company, but you think past the company. You think like, we want you to succeed wherever you go. And that's really something that I cherish here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it sounded like you were doing the same thing with the drivers.
Yeah. I want people who work for us to love it, not to say, okay, well, this is a place I have to be because I have to make bills. It's because I work here. It's a great culture. It's a great company, and being able to pay your bills is just laying you up,
And the whole idea for Gophr came from making sure that we gave mom and pops the fighting chance. So it's a full circle. It's giving to the drivers as well as giving back to the employees you have and creating a service that really gives the mom and pops a fighting chance. I think that's really important. I know that there's a lot of things that are going on. We already talked about the FriendsGiving donations. Is there anything else that the company is doing that really stands out as opportunity for the community?
Well, there's a lot we actually are working on. One is actually a charity organization that we also own. It's called Embark, and pretty much everyone on the Gophr team has offered or given some of their time to coach these local businesses, towards their goal of being an entrepreneur or a successful business. But yeah, we're doing a toy drive next month,
Awesome.
December. But that's all I could think of. What do you
Well,
think?
we've got this Saturday, Small Business Saturday, so we will be delivering for all of our local merchants on Small Business Saturday. So anything that you order or go to the store and get from your local merchants, we will be able to deliver to your home. So, don't think about how big is my car. That's not going to be a limitation. Get whatever you like and we'll bring it to you.
That's really awesome. Sometimes it's really hard to support the local businesses because they just don't have time to stop by.
Yeah.
But,
But
we're
Small
getting-
Business Saturday is that day that we can really show our local businesses our love and just, go crazy.
Awesome. Well, I say at this point, let's invite you to like our social media platforms. Check us out on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. We're going to update you on some of the crazy things that happen here inside the Gophr office, as well as highlight some of our local merchants and just give you general updates as to what's going on with Gophr at any given time on those different social media platforms. Again, that's Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn currently. Watch out for more to come. And then, of course, just make sure you come back and check out the December holiday extravaganza edition of our podcast. And I hope everybody enjoyed
Stay tuned
our
for that one.
FriendsGiving podcast. We're always here. If you need anything, just let us know.
Come see us Wednesday.
It's gonna be jambalaya too.
Jambalaya, free jambalaya.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, friends.
Thanks for tuning into our podcast. Stay tuned for more on our social media. Please like us, Facebook, Instagram.
Don't forget to check out our website. That's gopher.app, Gophr. And see you next time, Gophers.
Bye.
Angie, get out of here. Get out of here and do it right.
First take, all right?
Get out of here and do it right.
Gopher Koozie.